Hello Sagittarius, this Taroscope is for you, for anyone with Sagittarius anywhere in their chart, but mostly their sun, moon, and ascendant. We have a lot going on astrologically this week and last week. We had the new moon in Scorpio. We had Jupiter stationing direct for Sagittarius in the first house. And the new moon in Scorpio would have been around, let's see, for Sagittarius in the 12th house. So we would have had to, I'm Sagittarius sun, so Sagittarians probably would have had to have some kind of a shift in a belief system and letting go of an old idea and giving birth to new. And then we have Jupiter stationing direct in the first house for Sagittarius, so that's a lot of lucky stuff right there for Sagittarius. So let's have a look and see what the cards would like to tell Sagittarius for November 12th, 2018. November 12th, 2018. Let's have a look. Four of Wands. Queen of Wands. There's a Sagittarius woman. Bring this down a little bit. Page of Cups. There's too many cards coming out there. Let's try one more time. Page of Cups. What is the fourth card? So my grid is, the first card is the situation. The second card, you're thinking about it. The third card, what the divine wants you to know about it. And the fourth card is the physical outcome, because 4 represents the material, the physical, the 4 legs, the body. In astrology, 4 represents the body, or Cancer that represents the 4th house is also the body. So let's have a look. What else does the cards have here for Sagittarians? New beginnings from the heart space. That's nice. My card reads are head-heart alignment reads. So I do a grid that shows us the alignment. I'm going to take this card out. I use that card for special certain reads. So let's have a look here. Letting go. Hangman. And this card again upside down. Oh dear, I usually don't do reversal, but if that one slips through, even after all my cleaning of my deck, I let it be there. All right, let's have a look. Now, Sagittarians, I'm going to take a little moment. Well, the center of the read is really jumping out at me, is really popping out. This is what's coming through here. So we get Sagittarians knowing Sagittarians are in their feminine energy. I think what's happening with, if this lands in the first spot, in the second spot, which is our thinking or our perceptions, I think what's happening is Sagittarians are in a place of knowing themselves much more, have a much more grounded self knowledge. And if you are masculine reading this, this can be your inner feminine, the inner feminine Sagittarius in you. But I'm going to say that there is a knowledge of heart-head alignment, or this just Jupiter transit, I think, is kind of pushing the Sagittarians to be more of who they are, which is more of it is in the first house. So it's going to expand the Sagittarian into being, and I see 333. So the Sagittarians there's a knowledge or an ability to sort of ground in more of who they really are, their truth, their honest feelings. And then we also get some kind of a reconciliation or a pure relationship coming in, a new relationship that's based in a purity of giving, that has been previous. Oh, here comes the plane going by. That may have been something that Sagittarians had to let go of. I guess the card upside down is showing, because how I do my reads is if it's faced this way, this person is turning away from inner alignment, like the Fool is, which we'll get to in a minute. But when the cards are this way, it's telling me that there's been a letting go of turning away to work something out, and instead now, or to create an abundant response in the physical, which the light is hitting right now, which I think is interesting. So we're turning, the love is turning into a situation that is propelling both people into working something out, or into working together over something that's kind of upside down. So maybe something that didn't work before is now that the Sagittarians had to really release and let go of. Now we're talking about Scorpio in the 12th house for Sagittarians. So there would have been some sort of perception around efforting for something, for love, efforting and turning them away from love or from achieving. Now, whatever energy that the Sagittarian was efforting in towards love was only pushing them away from love. And that is something that during this experience now, during this new moon and during Jupiter projecting power into the Sagittarius energy, is empowering the Sagittarians to really be more of who they are, so that they don't, enabling them to sort of come into a relationship from a pureness of heart and a pureness of giving without over efforting, and letting go and allowing the effort to come in through the energy of the love. And I'm seeing a divine partnership, and I'm seeing some depression around this that happened. So for Sagittarians, I think there was a lack of alignment necessarily of how to let go of the heart and let the heart operate and let the heart lead the experience. And Sagittarians have a tendency to over effort and overwork or over go after something, because that is the nature of this, of that the fire is once the fire is lit, it just wants to go, right? So in Sagittarians, there's been a releasing of the energies of efforting towards love that just went around in circles, created a sadness, and did not materialize the situation that the Sagittarians were hoping to materialize. So now, let's go at the beginning again. We get the Four of Wands and the Fool. What that means is that it feels to me, because this is the situation and this is the heart in the situation, I would say that the Sagittarians are probably becoming very aware of a new living situation, or a new harmonic living situation, that in their heart of hearts they're willing to jump into, and they want union, they want this intimacy, they want this closeness of purity. But the Sagittarians have learned that to let go of it, to let go of efforting for it, is going to allow the emotional truth that the divine wants the Sagittarians to see, because that's what the Page of Cups says. The Page of Cups says that there is an honest truth that I'm communicating that's real and honest, and it's usually around love, because the cups represent love and heart and emotion. That's why we get the Ace of Cups there. So what we're having a expression of true love, allowing the expression of true love to come through, releasing the efforting in love that pushes it away, and not jumping in too much, not jumping in too far. Sagittarians do that. They jump in, all the fire signs tend to kind of rush into things. So this is something that has been in the heart for a long time, a new beginning that has been in the heart for the Sagittarian, but they've been sort of turned away. It's something that they haven't been able to really materialize yet because of the efforting pushing it away. And now the Sagittarians are aware of the feelings being true, it being the real thing, being connected to their feminine side, knowing their truth and their feelings, and focusing more on the truth of their feelings rather than trying to make something happen. Now, the Sagittarians are in this process of releasing sadness, or an awareness that efforting for love only pushes it away and causes sadness, is something that the Sagittarians are now getting a handle on, are getting a grip, and are ready for a new creative venture and a new creative way of being, with a more solid sort of understanding about how to operate and materialize love and relationships and new beginnings, because this is a period of a lot of new beginnings for Sagittarians. And I'm seeing it in a lot of Sagittarians around me, starting new relationships, old relationships coming in from the back and reigniting. This possibly is what we're talking about, old relationships from the past reigniting, coming back up, and starting brand new beginnings. And so the cards are really, it's funny because I have the Romance Angel deck here with me, which is funny because I wasn't going to use this deck, but now that I'm seeing that this is really very much a love read for Sagittarians, that I'm going to go ahead and pull one of these cards and see what comes up. Oh, that fell out. I should pull one more. Making the effort, and it was upside down. You'll never believe that. That is crazy. So what's interesting is I'm thinking that Sagittarians are releasing over efforting, because that creates unrequited love. So the Sagittarians are moving away from from over efforting into things in order to sort of make them happen, letting go of control issues. That's another way to say it. That's beautiful. So, and then what comes at the bottom here? I just accidentally put this down and I see playfulness. So what, and that's the Fool. So what we're seeing for Sagittarians is a release of their perception that they have to work hard for love, that they have to turn themselves upside down for love, or be somebody that they aren't for love, and let go of these control issues. It just pushes the love away. It just creates barriers to allow this Fool to turn around and go in. Allow yourselves to fully allow the energy of the love relationship to pull. Letting go of control issues. Let's put it this way. Allow the situation to unfold naturally, because the Jupiter in Sagittarius is going to make everything in the life of Sagittarians expand for the better and greater. And we don't have to really do that much. And I say we because I'm a fellow Sagittarians. We don't have to work crazy for it. It's going to happen when we allow it, when we create our playfulness. Maybe we'll go on a honeymoon. But but what I'm saying is that the Sagittarians are releasing control issues in this period, because we had that new moon right before, the Scorpio new moon, which would have been releasing something very deep and buried and significant that was holding us back, and allowing the energy of Jupiter to come through and create expansion. And it looks to me that it's going to create expansion in a lot for Sagittarians in their love relationships, purifying into more pure relationships based on true feelings, the truth of love, not jumping in too fast, but also not efforting, and allowing the new beginning, allowing the Fool and the new beginning to start and unfold, and allow the love to come through, because the Sagittarians have experienced by now that over efforting pushes what we want away. And that's part of being Sagittarians, and that's part of our contrast that we're here to learn. So hopefully that was very clear and helpful to you, Sagittarians, and lots of luck. Not that you need it, because Sagittarians are lucky Sagittarians. So thank you for watching. Okay, bye.